Hello, I am your new favorite, JJ Caballero, joined by the lovely Goins, Casey Goins, and this is Mono Stereo Video, a podcast about movie music. I'm a songwriter, producer, DJ, while Casey is an amazing hairstylist and salon owner, and we love movies and music, and this is the perfect excuse to talk about music and movies. Salon, you're a salon
owner.
You're a salon owner. How's it going, my love? How has your day been?
My day was good.
I already asked you.
My day was good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you came back in
Mine
good
was
spirits.
a good balance of work and having home stuff work.
Yeah, you did homework. Yeah, you did home stuff work.
Yeah.
You totally did.
But it was good because it wasn't long of either one, so that was good.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
nice.
I know. It was like the laundry, like you did the laundry very fast. It was real, like it seemed like it breezed by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed like it breezed by. What else? We threw out the trash.
Like, imagine if we had to do that laundry with one washer. Like, I get the convenience of having, I would love to have a washer in here, but imagine us having to do, like, and dry and, like, wait for all of that. Like, and it would take the whole day. You know what I mean? Like, you wash one thing, you put it in the dryer. You have to wash the next thing, and then when the next...
Oh,
you know
with
what I
that
mean?
little thing that we had? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, if we didn't take it to the laundry rooms here, where there's 8 washers, and I could use all of them if I want to. Like,
yeah,
you know
you're
what
true.
I mean?
Yeah, but also like with the home washer and dryer, like
I would be smaller loads.
it's smaller loads. It's more like we could do it while we're doing it this right here.
Yeah,
right now.
you're true.
It'd be easier.
Yeah.
But also like you're right in that we can get that shit done, like a lot of it.
Yeah, like when we can, like I can let it build up. Like I know some people do wait to just do it on the weekend, or they have their day where they let it build up and then they do it. Like we're only 2 people. Like I could only imagine like kids and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a lot of laundry.
We do be paying the laundry machines a lot though.
Those laundry machines are fucking expensive.
Yeah, that's bullshit. They went up for no reason, you know, and they keep going up for no reason.
So
it's so
expensive.
silly. It's so silly. Like that's the only option we have here, and the fact that they keep pushing the prices up on us, like it's like, what the hell? Like that's the only option we have. Like,
yeah,
I would understand.
I need to calculate. We need to move on for this conversation, but I need to calculate how much
it's
laundry is costing.
It's staying in,
and then how much it would be like if we were paying an electric bill doing a laundry.
To buy
you know what I mean?
Like, buy the water and all that. Yeah. That's
all
true.
Right, moving on.
Moving on. Welcome to Mono Stereo Video. We're a podcast about movie music.
We're a podcast about laundry.
And laundry. Yeah, we're a podcast about movie music. We've been covering fake band type movies.
Yeah, fictitious musicians.
And that's been cool. And it's
like
that's
a cool band name, fictitious musician.
musician.
It's a tongue twister.
It's been fun. Last time we did Almost Famous. Thank you all for listening. Thank you to our international listeners for listening. I saw that like you guys are like the first ones to listen now. Like you guys are like the first ones, and then like the US people come on at like
the
oh
trickle
shit,
later,
hey,
like they have a new one.
Episode.
That's fun.
Yeah,
we
I
like
saw
that about you.
Yeah, I like that about you. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you very much. I don't know how you hear about us or where you find us. I think maybe some algorithms suggest us here and there, probably, or maybe like a post of when I get on Reddit threads and stuff, and like I'll be like I'll comment on stuff, and then when it's the right time, I'll be like, hey, my podcast talks about this too. You guys should check it out if you want. Like I think some of those are floating around.
Little drips.
Yeah,
You're just dripping all over the place.
Yep. We're a DIY operation here. We got to DIY, do it all yourself, and I just got to spread the word as much as I can. So, I mean, also with that, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for supporting. And hey, if you have a chance, like this, share it, add a review on whatever app or whatever.
Recommend it to a
Recommend
friend.
it. Because that stuff, if you do like put the reviews and you write stuff and you recommend and you favorite stuff and you download and stuff, that stuff also adds to the algorithm and that like pushes us up. And you know, I don't care about charts. I just care that people that want to hear us like can hear
Are
us.
getting to hear
and
it.
then if there's more people that are cool enough to be on this tip and stuff, and if they want to listen to us, stuff like that. Like we want to curate a cool listening segment of people. Like we want our listeners to be like people we'd hang out with and fans and stuff, because that's what you guys are. I mean, our friends are listeners. Like,
Yeah.
Shout out
That's
to
what it
Alexis.
is.
Yeah. I was gonna say too, I just had like we have to start having friends. Like, yes, we do. Like, we are going to have friends on. This is me recording this now, making myself accountable.
Holding
myself accountable because it's always like, but how can I say it? We always get suggested movies and that'd be cool, and we always think like, man, maybe we should talk to so and so about this one. Like, oh man, so and so would love to talk about that.
That's why it's just we have to be more proactive.
We got to be proactive and get that done. So this is me making myself accountable to that, and making myself accountable to also our Ko-Fi page. So Ko-Fi page, ko-fi/monostereo video. I'm editing those videos. Gonna edit those videos. There's more stuff gonna be up there. I'm gonna start just putting up like those MSV TV episodes on there and stuff, and then break them down and put them on YouTube. And if we can get to paywalled episodes at some point, cool. But at this point right now, we can get to these ones, and let's see how people go. And you can go and support the show. You can go and donate to the show. We're gonna make more posts there, be a little bit more consistent on that. Follow us on all the social medias at Monostereo Video, at _JJCABALLERO, at Deep Cuts _EP, at Casey is Harry, but mainly Monostereo Video. At Monostereo Video is what we kind of keep up. Well, I mean, the JJ Caballero one I keep up with often, but mainly Monostereo Video. Yeah. www.jjcaballero.com. I gotta start, it's like I need to be conscious about bringing that stuff up front and then bringing that stuff up at the end too. Yeah, for sure. Because you guys are here, but maybe you cut off when I start talking about that shit at the end.
Cut off when I start talking.
Right. So fake bands. This week we're talking about the 2001 rock epic Rockstar, starring Mark 2001, starring Mark Wahlberg and Jennifer Aniston, directed by Stephen Herrick. Stephen Herrick, like Stephen, like Eric, but Herrick is he's an American film director. He's actually from San Antonio. San Antonio. Oh, he's the dude that did his first film, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
It was very, totally.
Right, I could see
imagine
that.
Bill and Ted's being more of focused on one of the bands they went to go see.
Other credits,
pretty much.
Other films as a director. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Fuck yeah, that's stuck in the same realm of movie.
Critters.
Oh my gosh, all of the 80s. See,
Mr. Holland's Opus.
I love that movie.
Really?
Have you seen that movie?
No, never. I don't know.
See, you were gonna already judge it. I remember my mom really wanted to see it, and it was, I think that was a Furs movie, honestly. It was Furs, and she really wanted to see it, and I was at the age of being like, oh, this is gonna be one of those mom movies, and right. I mean, it totally is. It's totally a mom movie. It's all the feels. I'm sure if we asked your Nina right now, she'd be like, yes. Yes, mijo, we watched that movie.
Yes, they rented it, but
yeah, you were way too little.
I didn't want to watch it.
But no, I mean, in my house, it was you watched it or get out of my fucking face. So yeah, it's a great movie, and it's about music. It's about a music director. It's very heartfelt. It's very I'm gonna get all these misfit kids to be a great band, because he was very committed. You know what I mean? But then he also had the problems at home with the family life and a special needs child, and he didn't know how to care. You know what I mean?
That stuff.
It's hard. It was one of those. It's a tearjerker.
I don't want to watch. That is stuff that makes me not want to watch.
But it's good. This one is good.
So is The Mask. So is What's Eating Gilbert Grape. So, you know what I mean? So is I Am Sam. Those are good movies.
And so is
Do I want to watch it?
The Other Sister.
That one I'll watch.
But that's what I'm saying. This one is like that. It's not like so like I feel like what's Eating Gilbert Grape is very desolate. It's
Eating
very,
Gilbert Grape.
Like, is that how I said it?
Eating Gilbert Grape.
You know what the fuck I mean?
I know.
Anyway, that one I felt it was just very sad. Like a lot of sad things just kept happening. Like they couldn't catch a fucking break.
I know, yes.
Like this movie's not like that.
Dad's dead. Dad's dead. Oh no!
See, you've seen it. You've seen it.
I've seen it. I cry. I don't want to watch it. The Three Musketeers.
You only have to see it once.
I know. I've seen it more than once. I'm
talking about Mr. Holland's Opus.
Yeah.
You brought it up.
The Three Musketeers.
Musketeers!
The Disney one. The Mighty Ducks.
Of course. You see, this movie's totally that.
Quack.
Alyssa, if we ever do that movie, Alyssa has to be... She has to be the one that's
Queen
on...
music.
Alyssa loves that movie.
Right? And then 101 Dalmatians, the Disney, the live action one, the with Glenn Close. Yeah.
I don't think I saw that.
That one was a big thing.
I like the cartoon.
It was a big thing.
Anything about dogs is a big thing.
Right, yeah. Oh, and then the Man of the House with your favorite, Tommy Lee Jones. I think is that the one that he was here filming?
I mean, could have been.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Texas. Directors from Texas.
So Stephen Herrick, that's the director of this film. Rockstar.
This film was very San Antonio.
I mean, this movie was just... Okay. It's... first off, I'm wearing my leather pants. My pleather pants.
Okay, first off, you're wearing pleather
pants. I'm wearing my pleather pants. I'm a rock star. Stand up and shout. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is a movie... Okay, so what's your relation to this movie?
So, Pam, back in the day, I don't know how she feels about him present day, but back in the day, Pam's my sister, but she had the biggest crush on Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
Like, that was her shit. So, I've seen pretty much any movie that Mark Wahlberg's in, I've seen it.
I've seen so much Mark Wahlberg.
All of them.
Yeah.
Even like back in the day, like when he first started, because Fear was one of his first movies.
Yeah, that's right.
And
that's right.
I will always remember that soft. He has such a soft voice. Like his voice is so soft and lovely.
Hey,
yeah. He's just I fucking I Heart Huckabees.
I'm a rock star.
Fucking love him in I Heart Huckabees.
Yeah, he was awesome in I Heart Huckabees.
So good. Like, if you have not seen, we're going to talk about I Heart Huckabees. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah. I want to talk about John Bryan music.
I want to have Alexis be on for I Heart Huckabees. Because I remember she actually got to see it in the theater. Well, Alexis saw a lot of movies in the theater. My mom wouldn't give me money to go see these movies or any movies.
When I heard Huckabees, that was about the time I was working already. So I would have, I wanted to go see it, but I just didn't. Probably I was working or something. I was already.
Why did?
Was I working already? I don't fucking know. I don't, maybe.
Anyway.
Whatever.
Get back on track.
Yeah.
You're wearing your pleather pants.
Wearing my pleather pants. Stand up and shout. Oh, yeah, your relation to this movie.
Oh, so my relation
anything
to this movie.
Marky Mark.
Yeah, because of... It's so funny. Alexis just messaged
live reaction.
That's so funny.
Stand up and shout.
But yeah, so this movie I remember. I'm pretty sure we rented it. I don't think we saw this in the theater.
I want to say we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
we watched it. We watched
Netflix.
So much shit in the theater. So. Theater was very much divorced dad. Like my dad and my mom split up, and then what do I do with my sons? But then also, like when he met Grace, it was like
what can we all do together?
And they love going to the movies.
Yeah, I fucking love going to the movies. We love going to the movies.
Yeah. So yeah,
my mom just wasn't gonna splurge on going to the movies.
Yeah.
Like we could rent all the movies we wanted. Yeah. Like we could rent anything, but we weren't gonna. We weren't gonna.
We would do the dollar movie also. Like
yes,
the
dollar movies.
Movie.
Yes,
straight up.
And that would have to be like something she really wanted to see, and then we would go to the dollar movie.
Yeah, we'd go to the Montwood one more often than not.
The one that had the pink lights with the glass, whatever. Yeah, we went there a lot.
We went there all the time.
Every time we say somewhere that we've been, like I wonder, I'm like, were we there at the same time?
Maybe. Yeah.
I always think that.
So yeah, but this one we watched, I think like because it was a Mark Wahlberg and it was
Right,
like
he was the guy.
he was the
that's
guy,
cool.
and
Mark
it was Jennifer
Wahlberg.
Aniston, and then
Yeah, she was at her peak at that time.
she was at the peak. It was 2001. Wahlberg got together with Zakk Wylde for this. Zakk Wylde, he plays one of the. I'll go through the cast list and stuff, but he's also a famous musician. He was a Black Label Society. Shout out to my stepdad Doug and my uncle Albert who love Zakk Wylde and the Black Label Society. He's the one that like the woo, like we'll fucking go through like those pinched harmonics. I'll point them out and I'll say that's Zakk Wylde.
Okay.
Like, he's the guy that does that. That's his signature sound.
Okay.
And he's dressed up in this and everything. But if I showed you, maybe if I can show you a picture of how he looks and stuff, like you might recognize him, but I'm not 100% sure. I think he played with Ozzy Osbourne. Let me see. Who else did he play with? Ozzy, yeah. I mean, mainly Ozzy Osbourne. Like for like the 90s, like late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, half of Ozzy's career, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a good. I think it's called Osmosis. That's a good fucking album. I want to listen to that shit. I'm gonna write that down. Ozzy Osbourne music.
Write down that we're gonna go through the list of Herrick's movies and pick out those when we don't know what to watch.
Herrick movies.
It's Halloween time, so we might fucking watch Critters after this.
Oh yeah,
I'm so down to watch Critters.
I'm super
that
down
shit used
Critters.
to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Really?
I mean, I was small enough.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, that shit was scary. Now, they're obviously silly. You see it as an adult and you're like, that's not fucking scary. But as a kid, you're like, that shit's gonna get me.
That's gonna get me.
That shit's gonna get me, especially when I'm trying to go to sleep in the middle of the night.
So this movie was also a big Jake and me movie. Like when we moved in with each other and like the soundtrack and stand up and shout.
Would he just have that playing?
Yeah, it was a frequent watch. It was one that I think we owned it.
It could just be on. It's a musical. Like if that's your jam, your type of music.
I think it was also it might have been like a taco night movie. We had our taco nights.
You do. I'm surprised you don't. We do eat tacos a lot here, but you don't ever say taco night. But I remember that was what lured me to your apartment the first time.
Oh yeah.
You're like, do you want to come over? I'll make us some tacos. I was like, all right, I'm going to see if this food's good or not because I'm not going back. I was like, I'll eat it. We'll see. I think that's when I met Amy, too. She had to be our buffer.
Oh, for real?
I think.
Oh.
Maybe not the first time. That was maybe like a second or some other time.
Oh, yeah. Me and Mike went by for a taco night. We played some games.
I think we played Scramble.
We played Scramble. We played Scramble.
That's obviously how often I play that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we did do that. Wow, that's cool. I mean, you obviously...
Taking you down memory lane.
You're still here. Shows that I can cook. And I can cook from a bag, too. A soup bag. I can cook a...
Better make me some tacos tomorrow, then.
Yeah, I could make some tacos tomorrow. I could make some tacos. Some chicken tacos or some flautas or something?
Yep, chicken tacos.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll make that.
Down.
Either way, the menu is set for tomorrow.
All right, good.
Okay,
you
cool.
can sleep rested tonight.
Thank goodness. Oh, man. I can sleep rested tonight. Oh, yeah.
Okay, anyway, moving along.
So this is a Jake and me movie. We love this movie. We love the soundtrack. Colorful is a jam. That's one of my jams. Like I was listening to it earlier today. I was like, yeah.
And you're like, oh, I like this song.
But then so I'll talk about the other song that band played also. So we'll talk about that right now. But yeah, they got together and like Zakk Wylde showed Wahlberg all about metal. So Mark Wahlberg, star of this movie, he's first on the list. He plays Chris Izzy Cole. Changes his name to Izzy when he joins the band. He starts talking like this, but then it's fucking lost.
It's so funny. It's like, okay, well, we already recorded the scenes where he's doing the accent, but we need to move
And
on,
yeah.
and it's just no. So we're just gonna like
It's like as
leave
if
those scenes as they
like
are.
I bet you they had the fucking arena for so many days,
Mm-hmm.
and they did all the filming and they did all the lighting,
Mm-hmm. And then they wanted
and
to
then
be
they're
like, well, shouldn't he have an
have
accent?
an accent?
And
Yeah.
he's gonna copy the
Yup.
guy, and it's
Yup.
like
that is totally what the fuck happened. That
Yeah.
is totally what happened. That's fucking hilarious. This movie is also not like it's not the best, but we love it.
Campy,
It's a bad movie,
but that's why
bad
it's
and camp.
listed as a comedy musical.
Yeah.
Like you know what you're getting
Yeah.
yourself into if you're watching a comedy musical.
We totally
with Mark
watched this
Wahlberg.
We totally watched this in the theater, and we had a romp.
Oh, I'm
We
sure
totally
you
had a romp.
did.
Yeah,
I'm sure you did.
Now that I'm remembering, it was a romp for sure, for sure.
I think this was one of those where Pam was embarrassed of her crush when we watched this. It was one of those of maybe I don't like you that much anymore.
I mean, honest, like other notable Mark Wahlbergs, The Departed. I showed you that one. That's a very good fucking movie. I really want to watch that again.
Fear that we just mentioned.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie
awesome.
Nights.
Dick
Also,
Diggler.
feel like he could be playing the same character in a different decade.
Yeah, an Ecade. The Other Guys, which was actually pretty funny.
That movie is very funny.
Very funny. Yeah. The Lovely Bones, which is one I will never watch again.
I do want to see it again.
do and I don't.
I do want to see it again.
Oh man, I've seen that like twice, and it's like it makes me look at
think
the
I've
Tooch.
seen it twice.
It makes me look at the Tooch in a different way, and I don't want to
But
look at the
that's
Tooch
he's
like
an
that.
actor. He didn't do it. He's playing a role,
But
and
he's
good
the
actors. The
Tooch.
best actors play the worst characters. That's what I believe.
And I mean, so Mark Wahlberg has also like made like we've talked about him before. He's made the Peter Bergerverse, the Mark Wahlbergerverse, like the Lone Survivor,
that's true.
and fucking Shooter, and Patriots Day.
Or no, what's the the Wahlburger, the restaurant?
Oh yeah, and they also have Wahlburgers.
I remember in North Carolina, we went to one of the little like
The Big Hit.
the what?
The Big Hit. Remember I showed you that one?
No.
With him and Lou Diamond Phillips? Okay,
I
maybe
think this was one of the times we went. This was before we met. It was
Okay.
like one of the last times we went before, and it was like a little like a strip mall or something, and there was a Wahlburgers in there. But I was like, I don't want to go there, so I didn't go.
No, I was talking about The Big Hit, the movie that Mark Wahlberg and Lou Diamond Phillips are in from the 90s. I showed you that one.
Yes, you did. Sorry, I didn't. I wasn't.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about Wahlburgers.
Okay. Wahlburgers. Okay. But yeah, Mark Wahlberg is the star of this, and he rocks in this like it's fucking silly. It's silly.
He does a great job lip
His
syncing as
is
well.
really good.
It's very good.
His performing is pretty good.
It's
I'm not
he's
gonna
spot
lie.
on. Like he
Yeah.
gets the face. Like he really like he was
crunches,
playing that
he's like,
character. Like
yeah. He does.
I thought
a
it
good
was
job.
hilarious. Well, okay, when they double back on the story and it happens to him, like I think it was pretty funny. Like how it was just so like campy, but
I know. Well, this is mine. This is mine. It's very fucking. It reminded me like, and then several parts.
It reminded me of Anchorman.
It was Anchorman.
You said that. You said that.
It was Anchorman. It was like fucking Wayne's World.
It was Wayne's World. That little fight scene. It was like there was the doubles just fighting each other. I was like, they had to put this.
That was
But
funny.
I do, go through the cast list
Jennifer
too, because
Aniston as Emily Poole, his girlfriend, who is very, very dedicated to her man. She was his manager as well.
Mm-hmm.
The band's manager in general. What is it called? Blood. It's one of the names of the songs. Blood something. But that's the name of their band.
Blood Poison. No, what is
his
it?
Steel Dragon. So
Blood
Chris is the singer of a
cover band.
of a tribute band. They're a tribute band.
Yes.
Tribute band. And Jennifer Aniston is the person. So she was also in what? We Are the Millers. Why? Okay, We Are the Millers. I've never seen that one. Bruce Almighty. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Office Space. Seen that quite a bit. Good movie. Horrible Bosses. Let's see what else here. a little show called Friends. A little show called Friends.
A little movie called The Good Girl, which is one of my favorite performances of hers.
That's an awesome movie, and a real good performance of hers. She's also very good in The Morning Show. Not gonna lie,
she is good.
That show fucking got me. That show got me. We have to watch it. We haven't seen it, and we need to catch up on that. But that show got me.
We haven't seen the newest
season. The newest season of The Morning Show. We need to catch up on it. She was also in the first Leprechaun, which I've actually never seen.
I have never seen any of the Leprechaun movies.
They creep me out.
When I saw the preview as a child, it scared me enough to give me nightmares. Just the preview, so I never watched them.
Hi, my love.
And then it's funny because you learn now that it's Willow.
Yeah, it's Warwick Davis. That's true.
And I'm like,
I know you had
you don't like. He's not a scary person. So I was just like, I don't know. His like little scary face was just too creepy for me.
It was.
It looks like that Wishmaster cover. Remember that movie where it was that Wish? I think that's what it was. And he also looks like the thing from...
Oh, Wishmaster. Okay, now I remember. Okay, the Wes Craven one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you remember... Or, of course you remember this one. What is it called? Oh, my gosh. We just watched it the other day.
Which one?
With Justin Long.
Okay, Justin Long.
One of his first ones.
One of his first movies, Jeepers Creepers.
Yes,
Jeepers Creepers.
The Leprechaun looked like Jeepers Creepers face.
So that
Jeepers
Creepers face, Jeepers Creepers face. So that kind of face creeped you out. That's like okay. Me too.
The long chin, like Jay Leno creeps me out. That long chin, long nose. That's scary.
Or the McDonald's Moon Man. Remember that guy?
That kind of was a little, but I love the moon, so I was like, all right.
McDonald's Moon Man. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna post a picture of him. He rocked. That was my guy. Yeah. Anytime there was like a toy that was like the Moon Man, and I got it, I was like, I remember having the little monito, and I was so fucking stoked on it.
I wish that was on your little shelf there.
Oh man, me too. If one of our fans can send us, oh my gosh, if one of our fans can message us and say like, hey, I have a moon man.
Or I know where you can find. I'm gonna look. I'll find one.
Yeah, let's find some of that. Let's get one of those Moon Man. Fans, if you guys can get us that'd be awesome. Fans. Dominic West played Kirk Cuddy, who was a member of Steel Dragon. He was like the curly-haired member.
He was one of the songwriters, apparently.
Principal songwriter, and guitarist?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was kind of like a closet, he's a famous guy. He's like, he puts Robbie in, no, not Robbie. Why do I keep wanting to call him Robbie? Who's Robbie? Is anybody a Robbie in this?
No, I think that's he played a Robbie in another movie.
I was thinking of The Wedding Singer, another movie we're gonna do next.
We're replacing Josie and the Pussycats with The Wedding Singer.
Just to let you know.
Thanks to me. Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, Casey brought that up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Let's just do that."
Whoa,
yeah, we're gonna do The Wedding Singer next week. Yeah, you're gonna listen to an episode about The Wedding Singer. Either way, this he was in 300. He was in episode 1 of the Phantom Menace, the Star Wars movie. Let's see, Mona Lisa Smile. I never saw that.
I did see that, but I don't remember him in it.
He's a recognizable face.
Yeah, he
plays people that are like, he plays villains. Mostly villains. So this one was like,
he's still kind of
a villain. There's no like good. I mean, Jennifer Aniston is like the best person in this. She's like the protagonist. I think she becomes the protagonist like halfway through, or like when he starts becoming a rock star and like he's going through all that shit. I don't know. So this guy, Dominic West, so member of the band. I was gonna say that Chris Izzy Cole's voice was sung in reality by a man named Miljenko Matijevic. And I apologize to our metalhead fans who love his band Steelheart, because they're apparently they're a very famous band. Rockin'. He's got he's got an awesome voice. Like he's got a fucking like the singing voice is fucking awesome on this. And then so Bobby Beers is played by what's this dude's fucking name? Oh, Jason Fleming. Jason Fleming, also a very recognizable face. That dude was in. I mean, he was in an X-Men. He's in a couple of X-Men movies, I think. Stardust. He was in that movie Stardust. Benjamin Button. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Snatch. Social Network. Jason Fleming plays Bobby Beers. That dude is voiced by Jeff Scott Soto. Jeff Scott Soto. I didn't find much information on Jeff Scott Soto. Yeah, Jason Fleming. You recognize him?
Yes, I do now.
Yeah, you're like, who are you talking about?
It's because you named all the horrible. I was like, Stardust. Like, I'm sure he's done other way better movies. He was on. I could name. He was on.
Was he on Game of Thrones?
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's
Jekyll
right.
and Mr. Hyde.
He was Dr. Jekyll. Yeah,
I like that guy.
He was also. Was he in A Knight's Tale? No, right?
That's what's his face from Little Nicky. I think it's that guy.
Yes, you're true. Yeah, that's not him. He was in the Clash of the Titans remake. Hannah, you've seen that one? Have you seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Good movie.
Mm-hmm.
We should talk about that one because that's all fucking Chemical Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
we
cool.
should talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Fleming, good actor. So this movie is he's the singer of Steel Dragon, and he is who Chris replaces. He's kicked out of the band. The band like seemingly wants to make it seem like he's not putting in his effort and such. But Bobby is convinced that it's because he's gay.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's like a first like shocking moment in the movie, you know, when he says he's gay, and it kind of reveals like, and then he pulls off his wig.
And then he's like, hello, like obviously, and then he names all the reasons why, and they're all like, what?
He mentions all like the song lyrics.
The lyrics,
yeah.
and like, did you really think Kim was a woman?
What? Yeah, it was one of those. It's a very 2000s movie in that way too. Mm-hmm. It's like it's very
like a don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah,
like,
and dude bro way of going about gay. There's gay slurs in this shit. There totally is. That sucks about that shit. Like I was like, oh yeah, they say that shit in this. Yeah, that sucked about it for sure. It was 2001. It was 2001. Yeah, can't forgive it. That's a thing I want to make aware of this though. So aside from that. Other members of actual Steel Dragon are Jason Bonham, who plays AC. Jason Bonham is the son of John Bonham, the Led Zeppelin drummer. The Led Zeppelin drummer who passed away. John Bonham does his own music. He was in a member of a supergroup called Black Country Communion. Played music with Sammy Hagar on The Circle. Let's see who else. He's played with Foreigner. He's played. They have Steel Dragon listed here. Hell yeah! He did play like they did kind of like a Led Zeppelin-ish reunion or whatever, and he was the drummer for that and such. Yeah, that was fucking sick. Cause still like John Paul Jones, fucking Robert Plant, and Jimmy Page are still alive. So like yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. It's cool that they got John Bonham to do this. He put on his little blonde wig and he was like. Right? And he had speaking parts, you know, so that was pretty sick. Zakk Wylde also, he plays Goad, who's he's the guitarist of the band. He's got he's got a weird head, but he's got what's her name? Tina Turner kind of like poof. Like a fucking like Garth from Wayne's World, like poof. Along with his long hair and stuff as he plays guitar. But he's very recognizable, like his stance and stuff. It's this guy. It's like he's a Doug looking guy.
I mean, I see him here, but he doesn't look like that on what I'm looking at.
No, either. He doesn't look like that? No. What does he look like on that? Let me see. What do you see here?
He looks like a duck, one of those duck hunters.
He looks like a duck hunter. The Duck Dynasty guy.
Yeah, he looks like Duck Dynasty. I was like, one of those duck guys.
I like Zakk Wylde.
In this one, he looks like that one. He looks different. I was like, okay. I'm like, he is recognizable Duck Dynasty. Man. All right.
That's funny.
You haven't mentioned are one of our favorite actors.
Timothy Oliphant?
Yeah,
Timothy Oliphant.
I've been waiting.
He plays Rob Malcolm. He's a other member of of Chris's tribute band. He's the guitarist. He also plays like Zakk Wylde tones and stuff. He's like, I don't know. He does pretty good in this. He looks like a fucking Seattle rocker at the end of it too, like a '90s rocker and stuff. Like I love Timothy Oliphant. Like what else has he been in? He's been in
Go.
Oh, Go. We should do Go. We need to do Go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Scream 2, Rango. He's got a small part in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh, right. The Girl Next Door. He was in that. That's a movie I've seen a bunch with Jake. Gone in 60 Seconds. He's the main... Actually, yeah, he is the main guy in The Crazies. Have you seen that movie, the Crazies remake? We should watch that one. That's actually a pretty scary movie. It's a pretty scary movie, yeah. He was Hitman. He was like Hitman in that Hitman movie. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. He was in A Life Less Ordinary? Mm-hmm. I don't remember that. We gotta watch that movie again, too.
He's been in a lot of movies. Like, he's not always like the main guy, but he's not always like he's just there.
And he pops. He pops. Uh-huh. Oh, man. He was in... Shit. There was a movie that we talked about that he was in the deleted scenes, too. Fuck, I fucking forgot. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. But he's in like, if I remember, hobby edit right here, 3619. Hobby edit right here.
I mean, he did that Justified show forever. I never watched that. Yeah,
Justified. He was on that forever. He was on
that Santa Clarita Diet. I did watch a few episodes of that, and it was like funny the way Modern Family's funny or Friends was funny. You know what I mean? It was funny like that. Mm-hmm.
I hear that Justified was actually pretty good, and he actually came back for like a revival of it and
Deadwood,
stuff. Deadwood, he was in that. I've heard that was good too. He's gonna be
in Alien Earth.
Oh wow, cool. Timothy Oliphant. We do love him. We do love him.
He's gonna be in Terminator 0. It's 2024.
Man, I don't know. They gotta chill on Terminator. Like, they got lucky with this last one with Arnold and with Linda Hamilton. That one actually is pretty funny and okay. It's not a bad movie. They got lucky with that one. They gotta chill the fuck out on that shit. Timothy Spall as Matt's the road manager for Steel Dragon. Timothy Spall. He's a Harry Potter character. Mm-hmm. He was in what was his name? Bye Pirelli's Miracle Elixir. Fucking Sweeney Todd. What was his name? He was Beetle something?
Beetleburger. Beetle something.
Something like that, yeah. Vanilla Sky, another movie we mentioned. Maybe we should do that. I think the soundtrack to that's actually good. He plays a creep. He's a fucking great actor. He's a great actor. Yes. He's a creep in this, but he's actually he's like a endearing creep in this somehow.
In this one, I don't think he's a creep.
I mean, he's just doing what the band does. Like, he's just...
Yeah, he's like, this was for fun. They all were wanting to do it for fun, but...
Yeah. I mean, the Pale Blue Eye, that's right. The one that we watched with Christian Bale, and then the dude that was playing Edgar Allan Poe. That one was a cool movie. Let's see. But I like this guy. Great actor. Great British actor. He's got a look to him. He is like kind of like a pointy kind of.
Oh, see, face. He is a creep. I'm so sorry. I was still looking at Timothy Oliphant stuff, and I'm like, he's not a creep. I know.
Timothy Spall is a creep.
Is totally a creep.
Yes, Beetleberg's a creep. Oh my god. Spencer. He was recently in Spencer, a movie we are going to cover on this. We will talk about Spencer at some point because of the soundtrack to that. Mm-hmm. But he was also like a weird presence in Spencer. We're going to talk about it. We'll talk about it in Spencer. Mm-hmm. Do you remember him in Spencer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I want to watch it again. That was a good fucking movie. Like that.
I love Kristen Stewart. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says.
She's really won me over.
I love Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, she has really won. We just watched Underwater again, and it wasn't as bad.
Rewatch it.
Yeah,
rewatch Underwater. It's not as bad.
It's not.
Her acting isn't bad.
No,
I think it was like when at the end, when everything gets kind of, you realize what's happening or what's causing all of this, it was just kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
But it wasn't her acting. It wasn't anything with the build up until then. It's a great suspenseful movie, especially if you have fear of water or being underwater. Like to me that was a scary movie.
Yeah,
it was very sci-fi. And it starts like the first 5 minutes. That movie just starts and it doesn't stop. Like it just starts.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Rewatch it.
Yeah, watch it again. Tons of other actors too. Let's see, those are the main ones that you're gonna recognize. Let's see, other Blas Elias is Donnie Johnson, who's the drummer for Slaughter. He was a drummer in the tribute band. Nick Cantonese was another member of the tribute band. I think he's also a Black Label Society. Yeah, he's in Black Label Society. Let's see, Brian Vander Ark. Man, I recognize that name too. Where's that guy from? He's a singer-songwriter. Yeah, there you go. The singer for the Verve Pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Singer for the Verve Pipe. He played Ricky Bell. I don't know where Ricky Bell was. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Tanya Asher was played by a lady named the Steel Dragon PR lady.
Okay.
Who was also trans, but that was also like a part of the movie where you're like,
it was like shocking, and disgust, and was
now
just
it's like it's not bad.
You wanted to sleep around, don't get mad.
Don't get mad. Fuck around and find out. Dagmara Dominsk. Dagmara Dominsk. That's a hard name to say. I apologize to my international listeners. I apologize. I'm gonna say this. I apologize to you guys for my pronunciations of names sometimes.
I think it's Dominsk.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah, that does sound like You're great. You're awesome, love. She's been in tons of stuff.
Right?
The Count of Monte Cristo. Let's see. She was actually in Bottoms. She was in Priscilla. She was in Insidious, The Red Key.
She played Carolina. She was Carolina. That's why I was like, why does she look familiar?
Carolina from what?
On Succession. Remember the assistant? One of the assistants? That was her.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Cool. I was like, why does she look familiar?
She was also in that movie, The Assistant. She was in that movie.
Carolina, remember?
Kind of.
Like, Carolina, can you blah, 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 blah.
Okay. They... Remember that movie, They?
Are they married? Oh, she's married to him. Wow.
Who's she married
Patrick Wilson?
Oh.
Or maybe I'm just assuming. They're in a lot of pictures together, I think.
Remember? Okay, so we saw this movie, They, the other day. And it's a fucking horrible movie. It was, horrible acting. Such horrible acting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fucking horrible.
Yeah, she's married to Patrick Wilson. That's cool.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she was probably in the Insidious movie, the most recent. Okay. There you go. Cool. She's cool. She's a great actor. She rocks in this. She rocks in this. She's like enticing and sexy.
Yeah, she was very sexy in this movie. But see how like a hair color and a haircut can change you? You know what I mean? Like...
Vitamin C also showed up in the crowd outside the mansion. I don't know why Vitamin C was there. It doesn't say.
That's why I was like, when I saw her in the background, I was like, that's Vitamin C.
Yeah. Miles Kennedy played Thor, who was like the singer at the end.
The one replaced him?
Who replaced Chris.
Yeah.
And Miles Kennedy is actually like a singer for a bunch of bands now. Let's see. He was formerly for singer for the band Alter Bridge. But now Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, that's Slash's backing band. Okay. So if Slash is touring solo, you're gonna see Miles Kennedy. I also saw like some like little clips of Miles Kennedy talking about this, and he's like a cool guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. He wrote some other stuff with. Oh, he collaborated. Let's see. While Alter Bridge was on tour in 2008. Kennedy collaborated with former members of Led Zeppelin on an undisclosed project, though the band never fully materialized, and the songs he wrote with Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones, and Jason Bonham remain unreleased. Oh, wow. So that's probably how he got this little, like, Jason Bonham's there. They know this dude. This dude fucking rocks at singing. Like, let's have this guy. He needs a part. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. Oh yeah, he's all over like all these videos about Slash and Alter Bridge and I think he played with Marilyn or sang with Marilyn or something with Marilyn Manson.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to look for anybody else who was recognizable. I don't know the two girls. I don't know. It doesn't say who the two
Mm-hmm.
girls were. Yeah. I mean, that's the cast list of everybody that had like speaking parts and it's a big movie. It's a
Yeah.
big movie. There's fucking arena scenes. They're meant to be an arena rocking band. That's what it is. It's so okay. So it's a loose retelling of what actually happened to so this movie it's loosely based on the story of Tim Ripper Owens. He was a singer of a Judas Priest tribute band.
Mm-hmm.
And when when they needed to replace Rob Halford in the 90s, they replaced it with that guy.
Okay.
And that's like where the similarities end. That there's no
Mm-hmm.
other like, and maybe like the gay, but I don't even know if it's like the gay thing because Rob Halford he was out, like
Mm-hmm.
he's like Rob Halford's a big bear, so he's like
Mm-hmm.
kind of known as that, and he was kind of always out. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, this actually happened to a tribute band singer, so I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And also loosely the singer of Journey now, like
Mm.
he was like he sounded like Steve Perry because he loved Journey, and he's like some Filipino dude that fucking he's with Journey now.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
Yeah, he rocks.
I mean, people just want to hear the songs.
That's true. That's true. And he really, 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 he's really good. In all honesty, but so this story tells it tells the tale of Chris, and his band, his tribute band. And there's rival tribute bands. Oh, that's right, Stephen Jenkins. That's right. That's
Mm-hmm.
who I forgot to say. Is from Third Eye Blind. He plays the singer of one of the rival, the rival tribute.
Ridiculous.
That looked like it was gonna throw down like a fucking Anchorman fight.
It was funny, and he did.
It was hilarious. That was really funny.
Mhm.
Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what the hell? What's wrong with you,
Your
man?
cheap knockoff, and he knew about the lapels. When have you ever seen wearing red lapels? And with his soft voice.
What does Bobby wear red lapels?
Mark Wahlberg.
But yeah, Chris gets chosen from obscurity after two of his friends who are like who make it backstage because they're hot ladies.
Mm-hmm.
They make it backstage and they share a tape
Mm-hmm.
of Chris and his band. Fucking oh my god, Blood Pollution.
Mm-hmm.
Blood Pollution is the name of his band.
I kept trying to think of it because it's one
I
of
know
the songs.
it's one of the
too.
songs. They're both the songs. They're both the songs. But
Mhm.
Blood Pollution is the name of his band. So
Yeah.
Blood Pollution is like the rockin' one. They're like the good
Mm-hmm.
Steel Dragon tribute band in town because there's a bunch of
Yeah, there's a bunch of cover
Steel,
bands
Steel Dragon tribute bands in town.
all over town.
All over town in Pittsburgh. They're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
Steeler City. And he's also a printer repair guy. He moonlights as a rocker, but like he has as big of a crowd as any other like band would. Any like everybody loves them
Yeah.
because everybody loves Steel Dragon. But also like it's kind of like undisclosed how long Steel Dragon's been a band,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like because they kind of mention stuff from like the 70s and stuff at points here. So like I don't know, and they all look older.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that. Like, because I mean, for me, that's what I'm questioning that because like a lot of like the hair metal bands were like young dudes.
Yeah.
They were all fucking young dudes. Like they were all like on the Sunset Strip in LA, like Krusty, Motley Crue, fucking like just rocking like post punk rock and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That was kind of to me. I was like, huh, that was a little odd. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I guess to me, like a hair metal, like I didn't consider an age. To me, they just were rocker guys, like old
Okay.
rocker guys. Like I
You
didn't,
know?
you know what I mean? Like, it was
Yeah.
never, I didn't consider them young, but
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean?
For the podcast, I want to cover the decline of Western civilization documentaries.
Okay.
Because there's the punk years and then there's the metal years, which is the second documentary, and that one's like I'll show it to you. It's pretty cool. Like this, I think we should cover them on here or something like that. Like our rock docs when we talk about let's talk about rock docs. We're gonna talk about rock docs. But either way, like it's just that he has this band and he gets kind of chosen from obscurity to audition for Still Dragon, who's replacing their singer, and he becomes the guy. Because he has an amazing voice.
And then it just goes to like how he goes through the motions of like he was so into the band and he wanted everything to be perfect, and then he gets sucked into the party, and then it wasn't what he thought it was gonna be, and decided he'd rather be in a meaningful relationship with somebody that loves him.
Because he loses his girl out there, and he loses himself a bit. He loses himself a bit. Yeah, and he ends up in 90s grunge Seattle.
Right?
How old is he supposed to fucking be?
I mean, at that point, I'm sure he was supposed to be like maybe in his 40s, maybe in his late 30s.
Now he was supposed to be, but he like in the as a
like in Steel Dragon, I think he was supposed to be in his 20s.
Oh, right? He was supposed to be in his 20s, right?
I think so.
He was supposed to be a kid.
I mean, he was living with the parents, and the older brother was ragging on him for still living there.
Glenn Gulia.
Yeah,
that's why we talked. That's why we thought about the wedding
he's still playing
singer.
Another guy that everybody can't stand. Even the parents didn't care about him.
Oh, that's right, the mom from fucking Donnie Darko. What is that lady's name? Jesus, I forgot about her. What is that lady's name? Where's she at? Beth Grant. She's Mrs. Cole. She's in everything. She's in Donnie Darko. She's in Speed. She's in Little Miss Sunshine, apparently. No Country for Old Men. Tu Wong Fu. She's in. That's right. Matchstick Man, A Time to Kill. We need to watch Southland Tales because that's the movie that the dude did after Donnie Darko. Okay. And it's supposed to be like this just weird one. She's in everything. She rocks. I love seeing her in movies. She goes all out every time she's in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's often playing characters who are conservatives, religious zealots, or sticklers for the rules. That's what it says on her thing. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, she rocks. She actually is cool in this. She's actually she plays like a cool mom,
supportive mom, rock mom, like wants to go backstage and see all the stuff.
Yeah, totally cool with that. Let's get on to the music. So the music is the soundtrack itself is split between song cues of the movie and Steel Dragon songs. Steel Dragon songs are all written by different rockers, mainly played by, I believe, Jason Bonham and what's his face, Zakk Wylde, and amongst others that were recruited in the band and stuff like that. But they're written by different people. Some of them being like other rockers, and we'll go through it. But the first song that is on the soundtrack is a song called Rockstar by Everclear, which wasn't on our list. I'm gonna play it right now because it's like, I mean, I don't. There was a problem with this album too, in that some of these songs sounded kind of too like. Some of them sounded a little new, and then they got kind of older, but then they sounded new. And this Everclear song also like. I think it's like the title music song. You remember? I've heard it because of Everclear, but I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never heard. I guess I never.
Be a loser.
Oh, I didn't know the intro was that long.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Or this was the outro song. It was something like that. But it's... I get it. It says Rockstar in it.
Yeah, they just picked it filler.
They just picked it. They just picked it. Like, they just licensed it. This song... This was not, like, a real well thought out part of the fucking soundtrack. Everclear, I like Alexakis. I believe I've talked about him before.
Yeah, you have.
Just not for this. That's kind of a loser on this. It's an outlier on this soundtrack. Yeah. Livin' in the Life is the next song that comes out on the soundtrack. It's not the way that the soundtrack that we listen to it, like how we found the Steel Dragon songs on a YouTube playlist. I couldn't find it on Tidal. Casey couldn't find it fully on Pandora. So we had to make do with what was listed on YouTube. Starts off, Living the Life, big rocker. Like in the vein of Motley Crue, for sure. In the vein of Motley Crue. Written by a man named Steve Plunkett. Let's see, he was known to be in a band called Autograph. And also written by a guy named Peter Beckett, who was in a 70s soft rock band called Player. They're the band that wrote that song, Baby Come Back. Yeah. Live the life I was born to live. That's how this song goes. I got to give. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. It's just that sing song you like. Just okay. This is also like this is the second of our movies to totally just be like, this is dad music. Like this is dad rock. This is dad rock album. Yeah, that's also why I was like a Jake and me thing. Jake loved dad music. Yeah,
but it's funny because I'm sure those people were like, that's not dad, like, you know what I mean, like,
yeah,
but it's like now it's dad music.
It's total dad music. Yeah. Giving it all I got to give. Basic rock and roll lyrics to super just good voice. Good voice. Like it's rocking. It's heavy metal in for me. And then that woo woo, that's the Zakk Wylde thing.
Okay, that's what I was assuming you were meaning, but you hadn't said anything yet. So I'm like, I think that's what he's talking about.
That's Zakk Wylde. That's him on that.
Okay.
I mean, like, okay, I'm gonna say Jimmy and I, this is very much like somewhat the type of music that BB Gun Johnny would play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not what I was...
Very, like,
I did not know that.
We were glam by way of Motley Crue. That's what we were.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I shredded like this, though. Like, Zakk Wylde can shred. I do wish I could play like this. That'd be fun. It'd just be fun. I was also thinking I was like, okay, so I'm not going to cut this out. I'm going to say this. Like, I started, like, singing some rock songs in the shower, doing little hobby karaoke in the shower. And then doing some... Havioki. Doing some other Havioki songs outside of that when I was making our soup. And I was like, I could do, like, rock guy, KLAQ rock band, cover band. Like, I could totally do that. That would be fun.
Then do that.
I could do that. I'm gonna try to find some old guys to do that with. 'Cause they make money. They make money. They play all the. Oh, we're playing Rays tonight, guys. We're playing. What else? Tortuga. No, what else? What's that?
No, that's no more.
What else is a place?
I don't know. We don't go any of those places.
House of Rock. We're playing House of Rock tonight, guys. And Gasoline Rays. And I don't know any places anymore.
I know. You said Rays like 5 times already.
And then we're going to Rays. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could do it. I think I'd have fun doing it. Or just I'd make money doing it. I could make some money doing it. Next song on the soundtrack is none other than Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil, Mick Mars, and fucking who else? Tommy Lee. That's right. Motley Crue with Wild Side. That's how Vince Neil sounds. He doesn't sound like that anymore. He sounds pretty bad now.
Really?
Vince Neil sounds pretty bad now. Yeah. Like in their like whole like when they came and with Def Leppard and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I saw he doesn't sound good. Take a ride on a wire. The guy from Def Leppard I heard sounded like the same. You know what I mean?
What does he sound like?
He's just kind of in, like his vocals are kind of shot. He's kind of like he's more like just kind of mouthing stuff.
He's trying to sound like himself.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's just like they were hard rocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see the Motley Crue. I didn't see the show The Dirt, the Netflix show, but I read the book. The book's there. The Dirt. It's they fucking suck as dudes. Like they were horrible dudes. Like there's a lot of stuff, like a lot of debauchery in that book that's like, ew, this is pretty bad. Like even at the time when I was reading it, I was less I mean, you know, I was still chill. Like I'm still the same, right?
Yeah.
But I was less offended, I guess, by certain things. And even that to me, it was like, they're kind of offensive. Like they're kind of fucked up. Like you know what I mean? Like they're kind of fucked up. But I love their music. I love Motley Crue music.
I never heard it very much. Like, I mean, to me, it sounds like that's to me like it could be any hair band.
Yeah,
like,
for
that's
sure.
why I can't tell it apart from any other.
You know, I think I can't. Like
like after I hear it, like, oh, that's so and so. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, but I wouldn't know. You know what I mean?
To me, Motley Crue is pretty like punk rock about it. Like they're pretty like heavy. Like they all came from punk. Like Nikki Sixx was a punk band guy.
Yeah.
Like he was in punk bands back in the day, and like Tommy Lee too. Like they're hard hitters and shit. Mick was like, I don't know what he was, but just I could tell his guitar solos. And like he uses the when you hear like that low to high, that's a Mick Mars kind of thing too. That fly us high, like that sing-songiness.
Yeah.
But we're the one that conduct to feel good. Like it's that. That's very Motley Crue. But I guess I could. I don't know. Like I guess I've listened enough of them that I could tell. Yeah. Because I have listened to it like other like Def Leppard, like fucking Guns N' Roses and shit, and like those bands I could tell apart too. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. That's wild. I didn't think all that seeped in as hard as it did, but it's all seeped in, and like I'm also just talking because I want to hear this song. Like I want to hear the song as a full song, and I want to hear some more Motley Crue after this or something. I already took a shower, so I can't use it as my shower thing. Damn. Yeah, Motley Crue's Wild Side. Good song. Steel Dragons. We all die young. We all die young. What was that show that we
Too Old to Die Young.
Too Old to Die Young. Well, I don't know why I said it like that. Why did I start saying it like that?
Who knows? Who knows?
Because that just sounds like a... That sounds like a Family Matters, like da 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 da. Too old to die young. Too Old to Die Young also sounds like Too Young to Die. Oh man, that's Too Young to Fall. Too young. Oh man, what the fuck what's the? Either way, We All Die Young by Steel Dragon. Oh my life, hey my life. That's like when they're like, yeah, wow, like they're all in the studio, like, oh man, he's doing it. It's like it's the audition song, right? Like where he's like, oh, hold on, guys, hold on, guys, I need to. All right, hey, just sing, man, just do it, man. All right, guys, all right. You know what I'm reenacting the scene.
I know, you like to yuck it up. I know.
I like this song. I like that. That's good. That's pretty. This is a good song. Ooh, my calloused hands. This one was originally a Steelheart song. So it's originally a Miljenko song. So he's singing his song for the Steel Dragon band to play. Oh, that's cool. Imagine that, like, because Miljenko's like a younger dude than like Zakk Wylde and stuff. Like he was probably looking up to them. You know what I mean? And then like now like they're at them as a collective like super group for this movie is like playing one of his songs. You know what I mean? That's fucking cool. That's pretty fucking sick. I'm gonna get into Steelheart. I'm gonna get into Miljenko. Yeah. It's because so as I was like looking for articles and stuff, I stumbled onto like metalhead like forums and stuff. Like people love this dude. People do fucking love his voice. They love Steelheart. Yeah. And all these comments too, like Miljenko, wow, I can't believe like his voice is so powerful. People love this soundtrack. People love the Steel Dragon songs.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I like that. That's good. Yeah. I know. It's a good song. Blood Pollution is the next song. That's the song that was the name of the band.
I just like the way it starts.
Okay, so that bassist.
No, wait. Hold on. No, it's not this one. It's a different one.
So this was written by Twiggy Ramirez.
Cool.
From Marilyn Manson. So cool, but also he's canceled. He got me too'd. Totally got me too'd.
Cool.
Not cool. But back in the day, I would have been like, fucking Twiggy Ramirez, what? Much like that we've already addressed on this podcast, the Marilyn Manson thing. You know, we're bigger fans of Rob Zombie, is what I'll say on this. But this song is pretty rockin'. Give me blood, pollution. Give me blood. They're trying to pollute the blood. Give me blood, pollution. Okay. Yeah.
It sounds like. Like
He sounds like
it could be Whitesnake for all I know.
Yeah, he sounds like Vince Neil. He does sound like Vince Neil, like fucking Motley Crue. If anything, they sound like Motley Crue with Zakk Wylde playing guitar. Like that's what it sounds like. But this like that this is a Twiggy song is pretty cool. I mean, okay, so whatever. Like yes, fuck him. But for the time, it was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like getting this like. It's just you can tell that they cared for it in that like they tapped like the right guys like in all like you know for this type of music for the backstage of it for what they were doing like they tapped the right guys and then like just Zakk Wylde as a powerhouse guitarist, you know what I mean, like his shit's just like floating all over this shit. But yeah, Blood Pollution. Give me blood, give me blood, give me blood, give me blood pollution. Give me blood pollution. The looks that Casey is giving me during this episode, I wish you all could see.
I wish they could see too.
I wish you all could see. Next song is Chapo and my dad's song. It's it's a cue on this. So there's some cues on this that aren't on the soundtrack, but this is a cue that plays, I want to say, when he's like being shipped off to, or no, when he's become part of the band. It's John Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. Richie Sambora's vocoder. I know a lot about John Bon Jovi.
I know, and I've never been a fan of John Bon Jovi, so I have nothing to say.
I can't say I was a fan. I know a lot about John Jovi. You know what I mean? Like, can't say I'm a fan. I know a lot about John Bon Jovi. I know all this. When on strike, he's down on his luck. It's tough, so tough. I know all these words. Yeah, I mean, so my dad and this was like a band that my dad saw at the time he saw him during this tour, the Slippery When Wet tour, when Bon Jovi like would fly over the audience. That was his thing. It was his shtick. He'd fly over with his microphone. To what we've got, it doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. And like growing up too, I liked that movie Young Guns.
Okay.
And Bon Jovi, they had a song on Young Guns. Was it Wanted Dead or Alive?
Probably.
I think it was either Wanted Dead or Alive or I'm gonna make myself look that up. Fuck. Either way, Living on a Prayer is on this. Living on a prayer, take my hand. Very working class like song. John Bon Jovi. Wow, he's not from LA. I'm not from LA, man. I'm not an LA dude. I'm working. I gotta clock out. And get my 6-string and write my songs. Let's see where he's from. I'm trying to pull up where he's from. Son of a bitch. It's tough. You know, I mean, for what it's worth, like, I like, because of my dad and Chapo, like, I do, like, this song, I like this song. I can't say I don't. And I could hear it and not fucking be like, ugh, New Jersey. He's from New Jersey. He's a New Jersey guy. Duh. Big New Jersey guy. But yeah, because of my dad and Chapo, it's very much like a Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Living on a Prayer, John Bon Jovi. Who knew we were gonna do that? So the next one is it's my not my jam. It's not like my favorite one on this, but it's the kind of like most popular one. I think you know it a little bit. I think you feel it a little bit in your bones. It was previously written by Sammy Hagar. I found this out on a Eddie Van Halen forum. There's metalheads love forums. You know what I mean? Old 80s metal dudes. Yeah! Yeah! Boom, 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 boom. I got my leather pants on. Stand up and shout!
I like that you have your leather pants on, but you're still wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt.
I'm wearing my Mickey shout! Yeah! Stand up and let it out! Stand Up by Steel Dragon. Makes me want to put on my leather pants. Oh, I got them on already. Whoa. I know. I mean, this is the song. Like, this is like the intro to Bobby Beers, and fucking Chris is in the audience, like right front row, and he's like singing too powerfully. He's singing over Bobby Beers actually, and Bobby Beers is like, oh shit, like you can see him like, oh, like he's kind of resentful towards it. And then later on, the other dude, Thor, is in the crowd, and he's doing the same shit to Chris that he did to Bobby Beers, but this time, like, Chris is like, I'm gonna pull you on stage, man. You're gonna sing with me, man. We're gonna rock.
And then you're gonna take over the whole concert.
You're gonna take over the concert.
Out of here.
I'm out. I gotta piss. And you're gonna take over the rock. That's what the rock. Rockin'. We're rocking right now. Hey, Dad, you wanna rock with me? You're a rockin' guy. Man, there's no good rock anymore, man. Rock and roll, man. There's
You're just giving yourself more stuff to edit out.
I'm leaving all that shit in. All that is in. That is stuff the people want. That is what the people want. See, I didn't make any notes on that. But Stand Up originally is a Sammy Hagar song on one of his albums. So I think that's it too. Like, he let them use this. Like, it's like they found these tunes that were kind of like lost in obscurity and and brought them to life in this fictional band. It's a good song. I know I'm fucking it up. I know I'm fucking it up for you. Stand up and let it out. Stand up and shout. The next song is a very sexy song. A very sexy moment song. Oh, what's that? Oh, Casey's on the dance floor. I can see her. What's happening? Oh, I'm trying to pull her my way, but all these people, all these beautiful people are in my way, and we just gotta get to each other. But we're reaching. I need a. Oh, and it's a sexy song. It's a sexy song. That was a scene in the movie that this happened. It was like the sexy orgy dance floor scene. Stranglehold by Ted Nugent. This reminds me of my dad also. Like, Ted Nugent, along with Bad Company, first bands I ever saw live. But either way, Ted Nugent was the second band, because we saw first, it was Bad Company and then Ted Nugent. Yeah, Motor City Madman, Stranglehold, good song. He's also a crazy, shitty right winger now. I mean, he probably always was.
Right?
Yeah, he's super Trumper, super MAGA, super fucking full of shit. Kind of shit guy. Yeah, kind of shit guy. But this song fucking rocks. This song fucking rocks. Cat Scratch Fever is another one. Cat Scratch Fever. Do-no-no-no. Cat Scratch Fever. That's it. That's Ted Nugent. Those two songs were his jams. There's Scream Dream, Yank Me, Crank Me, Just What the Doctor Ordered, Street Rats. But yeah, that orgy scene was wild, but also not. It was kind of tame for like we've seen crazier ones in Velvet Goldmine and stuff. Like yeah, it was kind of tame.
Or just even though I guess it's because I can't see Jennifer Aniston
she
as a sex object anymore. Like I don't know how she ever was. I don't know.
Like watching it this time, like yes, beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. But yes, no, like she's still like Rachel. She's still Rachel from Friends. Like she's still
what?
Rachel. Yeah, like she's still very like she's funny. Like
she's funny. I like her funny.
I like her funny. She very much like she is good funny. She's good serious, like I mean, but here she was like still Rachel in this rock and roll world, and she was kind of out of time a little bit. I think, like also, a little bit out of time. So whatever with that. So that scene could have been sexier. I mean, it was a little sexy because I was like right next to you too, and I was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, look at your legs, I'm gonna bite them, and you know what I mean? Like I was doing stuff like that. So I mean, it did the job. The movie did the job. Yeah. Oh, this one. Where is it at? Wasted Generation is the next song by Steel Dragon. This one. Do you remember this one?
Wasn't this
I like the way
fight
this starts
scene?
like do 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 do. We are wasted generation. This one's written by a dude named Desmond Child. Desmond Child's written music for Kiss. He's written music for Joan Jett, for Bon Jovi. Oh, he wrote "You Give Love a Bad Name" for John Bon Jovi. Let's see. Oh, he co-wrote "Dude Looks Like a Lady." Yeah, this guy, Desmond Child. Okay, cool. Songwriter and producer. Hear the wasted generation. I think this was one of the ones that they were rehearsing. Because that's when they started arguing about the. Yeah. I like this. This sounds like a fucking Black Label Society song too. Like it totally does. Because of he's got some chunky ass guitars. Like he's got really chunky ass guitars. I was listening to it in headphones earlier because I was working and stuff with it. And it was just like gong, 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 gong. It was very much like, oh, this is kind of like a newer metal record. Yeah. But it's still cool. What do you think about this one? Meh.
I mean that.
This is Casey's favorite album. Oh, but this next song, we have talked about it before, but I didn't talk about it with you. Well, I kind of talked about it with you. I talked about it with Blake.
Oh, yes.
Kisses,
I like this song.
Lick It Up.
Oh, no, wait, never mind. This is not the song I thought it was.
No. What does this remind you of? What movie? We love this movie. You and I. Heartbreaking.
What? So you threw me off when you said, what does this movie remind you of? Because what
movie does this remind you of? Sorry.
It reminds me of that movie that's about the kids wanting to go see Kiss.
Oh, Detroit Rock City?
Yeah.
Oh, we love that movie also. Yeah, that's true.
That's why I'm like, what?
Lick it up. Lick it up. Lee. Oh. Bones and All. We talked about it on Bones and All.
Oh.
Yeah, because Lee was like super like into Kiss.
He was singing.
Lick it up. Yeah, he was in when they went to that dude's house.
That's true.
And they had a Kiss poster on the back, and it was Lick It Up, and it was like, oh, Lick It Up, and it's Kiss, and it's 80s, but it's also Lick It Up because the blood. And you know what I mean? Yeah. Lick It Up by Kiss. Fucking love this song. Kiss. Actually, side story. Shout out to Jimmy, who just saw Ace Frehley from Kiss on one of his flights to Newark. On the flight to Newark, Ace Frehley was on there. Jimmy was super starstruck. Yeah. Nobody spoke to Ace Frehley. He spoke through his fucking assistant.
Yeah, there you go.
But he was still on the plane, and Jimmy was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
I got to look at him. Yeah, that's how it feels.
Fuck yeah. I would have been any member of Kiss. I would have been starstruck. Like any of these bands, like Kiss, Motley Crue, like that. They are like. I was starstruck. Like the Chili Peppers starstruck me. I'm glad I didn't try to say anything to any of them.
Yeah.
Like I totally was like, "Oh shit, this is hardcore." But yeah, Kiss. The Night in Satan's Service. Detroit Rock City. Remember how she says that? Night in Satan's Service. That lady from Insidious. We should do Detroit Rock City. It's just gonna be talking about Kiss music.
I know.
That'd be fun though. What do you think about Kiss? Is that all you think about Kiss when you think about that movie, or what do you think?
I mean, I just think about when you think of Kiss, just seeing the costumes. I didn't ever listen to Kiss. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't.
You weren't a Kiss guy?
No.
Kiss is Albert. Kiss is like Albert's favorite band for sure. So I've heard a lot of Kiss.
That was like that part of the 80s. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't on my radar.
Okay.
Like I love 80s music, but that wasn't on my radar.
This is Kiss taking off their makeup. Kiss, good album actually. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. And then Destroyer, fucking awesome Kiss album. They're kind of basic rock and roll, but there's some songs.
That's why I'm just kind of like, I guess.
But we should talk about.
I guess I'm not a fan of the. I get it. There's a hook. There's a chorus, whatever. But I'm like, I don't want to hear just chanting. Like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They wrote one of my favorite songs. That's on one of my favorite movies. God gave rock and roll to you. Gave rock and roll to you. From Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. We should do the Bill and Ted movies too. We should fucking do. So the next song is a song called Long Live Rock and Roll, but it's not the song that I was singing. It wasn't God Gives Rock and Roll to You. But this also sounds like a Motley Crue song. It's got that like shuffle, that rock and roll 80s rock and roll shuffle. Like they all had that shuffle song. They all had the shuffle song.
That's why I'm like, I can't. They all sound like that to me at this point.
You know what's funny too? Like, I associate all this shit with LA too, and like how much we want to move to LA. Like this, like when we go there and we're driving down Sunset, I think of this shit. Like,
really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I think of hair metal. Fuck yeah. That was Mecca. That was Mecca for hair metal. It all came out of LA. That's why we played the fucking Viper Room.
Yeah.
Like that was our BB Gun Johnny. That's our niche. We partied. We hung out at the fucking Rainbow before. Like that was kind. You know what I mean? There was like, and there was like old rockers there, like
Yeah.
that were still doing the
hair.
80. Yeah, they're still doing it. It was like it was pretty cool.
See, I just never experienced that, so that's.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. They had all like, and at that place too, like they have their pictures on the wall of all the dudes that go through there. Like they all love Lemmy from Motorhead. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like it's I don't know. It's cool. It's a cool experience. It is like, yeah. Anyway, long live rock and roll. It's so basic, so basic.
That's why that's just chanting. It's.
This one was actually a Dio song though. It's a Dio song. Dio is a basic.
No, I know. That's why I know I'm familiar with all the names, but that's why I'm telling you, it all could be the same thing to me because it's.
I know. But the next song on the soundtrack, I think we're both down for it. This one, cool song, cool solo. Yeah. Next song was by a little band named In Excess. Devil Inside. Right? Oh, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Michael Hutchinson, amazing voice. They're like, what would you say in excess? Like, would you say they're a rock band? I mean, they're a rock band for sure, but they have very like dancey songs.
To me, I don't consider In Excess a rock band. Like it's still pop to me.
It's still like it's like new wave. It's more new wavy than anything.
Yeah, it's new wave.
And like the 12-inch version of this, it's like a longer song. It's like you can dance to it. It's meant for DJs to play. They have a lot of songs like that where you can play as DJ songs and stuff. Very sing-songy. Rest in peace, Michael Hutchinson. You know, I mean, he was older and such when he left the earth. But yeah, it was still one of those things where it's like shit. Like, I'm sure it would. In Excess would have been at Cruel World. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been for sure. For sure. And this album is fucking rad. Kick. This comes off of Kick. This is like. It has New Sensation, has Devil Inside.
That's why I'm like, it's pop.
It has New Tonight. Yeah. Never Tear Us Apart. That's a good fucking song. I have that on vinyl actually. Never Tear Us Apart. No, not that one. I don't have Never Tear Us Apart. I have. No, actually, that's on vinyl. It's on the vinyl I have too. And there will never tear us apart. Yeah, Devil Inside. That song cue. I don't remember when that song cue comes up. Totally don't remember. Next song, though, is... So, okay. I originally thought that Colorful was by a band called Vertical Horizon. Because that band called Vertical Horizon, the vocalist sounded like the singer from the Verve Pipe. But it was actually the Verve Pipe that did Colorful. I really like this song. It's an acoustic song. It plays at the end. It's the song that Chris is playing at the end of it. Like his grunge song. Or his like introduction back into performing for people at a coffee shop, small crowd. It's a good song. Na 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 na. I like the song a lot. It used to get me. It was one of those ones that I had burned. You know what I mean? Like I listened to it a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't. Me and Jake knew that I liked this song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't tell many people that I like this song.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was nerdy from this shitty movie.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful song. The chorus is cool. Yeah. I know I can be colorful. That's good. Love, listen to me. It's a good song.
I'm nodding at you. I don't know what else you want from me.
The Verve Pipe, 90s band known for The Freshman, which is a song right before you came. I listened to it about 20 times. And I learned how to play it on guitar. And I was like, I'm playing this song. I'm fucking covering the fucking Freshman by the Verve Pipe from now on. Yeah. But this song's got a very, like, 90s, late 2000s, like, rockin' vibe. I mean, it didn't fit in the timing of the movie, honestly.
I mean, it fit where, like, where he went to. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's very one of those.
And I like that he still mouthed it very well. Like, he still performed that song well. Like, he performed like he was downtrodden. He performed like, this is like the redemption song. Like, he gets back together with Timothy Oliphant. You know, they reconnect after.
And I'm singing my own song.
Doing my own thing now, man. Because he wrote songs that he approached Steel Dragon with, and Steel Dragon's like, what? We write the songs, you just sing, bro. And then, like, that was a whole thing in the movie. So these are his songs. Yeah, good song. Colorful by the Verve Pipe. I love this song. I know the shit. It's a good song. I don't know. I like this song. And I know you will love me either way. It's like if you read the lyrics, it is like I'm kind of free to make mistakes. I'm kind of free to be to do what I want to do and to be myself because I know you'll love me either way. And it made me cry earlier because I started thinking about you, and I was like, oh yeah, this song, like.
And I'm such a fucking curmudgeon sitting here like,
yeah,
okay,
you're just hating this fucking soundtrack. Yeah, you're just looking at me like hating it.
It's because there was only one song where I was like, all right, I like this. this intro's pretty good. And you haven't even played that fucking one song.
What song was it? I played all of them.
I guess it sounded different on what I was hearing.
I played all of them. I mean, there's also "Are You Ready" by AC/DC comes out. "Let's Get Rocked" by
it wasn't. It was one of their songs.
"Karma Chameleon" comes out on this. "Relax."
Wasn't any of those I said?
No, I know. Oh. I'm just saying songs that come out. I'm saying, "Relax" by Frankie Goes to Hollywood pops up. "California Girls," "Once in a Lifetime" by Talking Heads. Maybe this song "Reckless," the Phoenix Down cover. Let me see. Yeah, it was this song.
See? Told you.
Yeah, this song too. I was like, wait. It was cool. It is cool. This intro's fucking cool. It's a cool song. It was also kind of out of time, though.
No, I know. I was but I was like, well, maybe that's why I liked it.
Yeah, huh?
I like the way it started. That. But then it went.
And it's pretty like. Oh, this is the one that he's singing there. And he's trying to rap it, and like he's pissing them off. Yeah, this is pretty rad.
This is the only one.
No. It kind of sounds like a ministry. It could be a ministry.
That's why I was like, this one's alright. I like this one.
It's a Phoenix Down cover. A band called Phoenix Down. Phoenix Down is a band by a dude named Kane Roberts who used to also play guitar for Alice Cooper.
See, there you go.
Okay, cool. I get that.
See, I like I could deal with that and like the Aussie stuff and like, but this other like it all sounds the same to me. It's like country music. It all sounds the same.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. No,
but this song I did like.
I am endeared to this type of rock, this KLAQ type of bullshit.
I fucking hate.
But also because I dug into deep Motley Crue and deep, like there is good.
And I get it. I have some clients that are very like that's their shit, like Motley Crue, it's like they've metal. Seen all the like. Yes. I get it, but it just wasn't like I didn't grow up listening to it. Nobody like around me was hearing it, so I didn't have that appreciation of like even when my sister like when I was a kid. I didn't want to listen to Erykah Badu. Yeah, like I didn't experience those things yet, so I didn't care what she was singing about. Like I had no clue, so to me it was like boring. And it's like, but as you get older and you hear it again, you can listen to it and be like, oh, I hear it. You can listen to it in a different way.
Yeah.
So I never had any appreciation of this because nobody around me was
doing that.
Was listening to it.
But I understand. Yeah, I understand. Like. I dove into it because it's like it's heavy metal still.
And like how you
it's the
say, how
origins
you're
of
like,
heavy
it's
metal.
dad, blah, blah, blah. It's
It
dad
is, it
music.
is.
I didn't have one.
That's
so
true.
I went.
You're true. You're very true. Yeah.
I'm like, I wasn't listening to that.
You're very true. Yeah. You're very true.
Didn't have one.
I had an Albert that listened to this. Like my dad, my dad listened to Scorpions. He listened to Bon Jovi. He listened to Def Leppard. He also listened to Fleetwood Mac. They had the Doors CD, which I listened to the Doors for the first time.
I was hearing Fleetwood Mac because of my mom.
Yeah.
But it's like I was hearing all the other aspect of I was hearing all the funk and the 80s that branched off from all the disco and all that. And then I was hearing all the goth 80s, like, you know what I mean? I liked all of that.
Yeah.
But it was this, so I was just kind of like, But it's the same thing. Like, to me, this is like fucking Linkin Park. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of that, like, rap rock, like, stuff. Like, I just cannot.
No, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like me, because I did grow up with Albert, and it was like Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Judas Priest, fucking.
I liked Judas Priest.
You know, all of that stuff. Like that was that's Albert's shit.
Yeah.
Like, AC/DC, his shit. Like his fucking shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Albert's the reason I'm playing guitar right now. You know, shout out to my uncle Albert. Like he bought me that. He bought me that. Like it wasn't my mom and dad. It was Albert. Like Albert's the one that perpetuated me like doing all that shit. Like so. I give a lot to my education in rock and roll to my uncle Albert. Yeah. So shout out to my uncle Albert. Love you. It's awesome. This movie that was it for the soundtracks. Thank you for catching me on that song. The cues in this were cool. The Batmobile. I don't know why the Batmobile was in here. That was weird. The Batmobile scenes when he was
when he bought the Batmobile.
What other scenes are wild? Stephen Jenkins in this. I don't know why. Shout out to
like that was just so like what?
That reminded me of the story that my cousin Karina told us that she made out with him when he came to El Paso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so shout out to my cousin Karina. She made out with Stephen Jenkins from Third Eye Blind. Yeah, good movie or good bad movie. We had fun fucking watching this shit. I always have fun watching this shit. I have fun. I have a soft spot in my heart for this soundtrack. Any final thoughts, love?
I don't mind watching this movie ever. Like, I can watch it because it's a comedy music. I fucking love musicals. Yeah. And just because I don't care for the music, like, I liked the movie and I liked the campiness of the acting. Like, I like how they all went for it. And, like, I liked seeing their hair. Like, for me, it was more of you can tell that they already had these haircuts and they fucking put extensions on their asses. Like, they weren't trying to give them crazy wigs and whatever. They were like, we want this to look like your hair. So it's like they all had grown out like little moppy haircuts and then they fucking put extensions in that shit. Because it looks like when you cut short layers.
That makes sense.
So to me, I was like, all right, like some of the hair was bad, but that was the 80s. Like all the hair was bad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they did pretty good. Like, I liked the hair, the costumes. Like, I liked all of that part of it, for sure.
You get Casey's seal of approval. Casey's seal of approval. All right. Thank you very much for listening to this episode. Next week again, Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer. All about it. I'm so excited. All about it.
That's going to be fun. Wedding Singer. You can find us at Mono Stereo Video on Instagram. Also, the link to our Letterboxd. Add us on Letterboxd. I've been sleeping on Letterboxd. I need to add a bunch of movies to some of these lists. So, add us on Letterboxd. Also, I need to make comments and do stuff on stuff that we've watched recently. We just watched Beetlejuice. We had the worst fucking movie-going experience in our lives. Movie was okay.
Man.
The movie was alright. Like,
I get it. I know a lot of you that probably listen to us, or maybe later on when you listen to us, you're gonna be like, they're fucking snobs.
No, man, but man,
I love going to the movies. I love watching movies, but we don't have children. I'm not desensitized to all the moving they do, all the noises they make, all the we're not used to it, so it's annoying. Yes. It's so annoying. And, I mean, we're spoiled. Like, we're used to going to the draft house, and not a lot of people are going to take their kids there because it's a more expensive ticket.
Yeah.
And it's not like super kid friendly. Like they want you to shush. They want you to watch the movie. They have kid friendly times for that reason.
But this crowd was fucking loud.
But it was
this crowd was fucking loud.
Everybody, it was lunchtime. Everybody went
loud.
there to fucking eat. But I'm like, okay, but this is not Alamo Drafthouse where they have a menu
Everybody took out
of food that you can eat.
Gosh.
It's like you're eating hot dogs and popcorn and yes, whatever the fuck else you brought from home.
Took so much stuff from home, but
everybody was just crunching and mashing bags and opening stuff and dropping cans and like. And it was, and talking to each other, can you pass me the this? And did you get the this?
God.
And it's like, no. Like, if you can whisper. Like, it's called whisper. Like, you're in a movie with other people. Like, why are you...
There were several times when I'm like, I don't know what they said. I don't know what they fucking said, because all I heard was...
That's why, after a while, I had to tell myself, you're making it worse. Because after a while, I couldn't hear anything else.
Me neither, yes.
I couldn't hear anything else.
Yes.
And I was just like, okay, you need to stop and just like zone in on the movie. Like just
after
zone
a while,
in.
I just wanted to leave. I wanted to leave.
That's why
when I got up and went to the restroom, I wanted to
like,
leave. I was like, I'm fucking over this.
We feel bad for seeing Beetlejuice that way, but
also
that's why, it was meh.
I mean, it was meh.
It's entertaining to watch. It's a fun whatever. Like there was parts that it did make me laugh. I was very disappointed with the portrayal of Lydia Deeth's character. Like, I was just like, why is she being a poor me? And why is she being like not a poor me? That's a bad choice. She was being like, I felt like it was just very anti-feminist when she seemed like such a feminist in the original. And she was just very not a feminist in this one. Like,
I took it as like, because of like the tragedy that happened and because of like her career and that this guy manipulated her. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I took it as. I took it as Justin Theroux manipulating.
I see what you're saying, but then it's like that one scene where they're on the porch and like she's looking back and forth from him and the daughter, like, and she's obviously seeing the daughter's face of like
no,
disapproval and you already don't have a great relationship with your kid. But yet you're going to do what this man says and not your kid. Like that,
I know.
That to me was just like, no. Like, you don't choose a man over your kid ever. Like, you don't. I don't fucking give a shit. Like, you don't choose a man over your kid. You just don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. I could be wrong. But that really irritated me. Like, the whole plot of the movie in that way was just like, but why? Like, I don't know. I feel like to me it took steps backward of like, but why? She was already so original and like, why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And with that, thank you very much, guys. www.jjcaballero.com. Look at all the links in our bio. Ko-fi /Monostereo Video. We will listen to you later.